Again. All right, we are
We
recording.
recording.
We are live.
All right,
ladies
you're
and
tuned in
gentlemen.
with No Cap. This is the council. This is my man Nate the Great. This is my man Kiko's. So I'm gonna do a quick little introduction on these two fellas here, right? If you don't know, you don't know. I'm Rob the Car Guy. I'm known for giving out free game, putting resources out there, and really hooking up the people. And that's how I got big on TikTok and everything like that. But the behind the scenes of it is what you guys don't know. So we're gonna start first with Kiko, right? I met him at the auction, I would say almost a year ago, right?
At least.
About a year ago. And he's got 20 years experience. His dad, 50 years they've owned the dealership. They got a nice little location on OBT.
50 years is a little OD, but go ahead.
Fair enough. But anyway, I call him. We must speak on the phone about 4 hours a day. And I call him about pricing.
On
about
some
cars.
weird shit. Yeah, we just communicate all day.
We cake it up all day. And I spent about 4 hours a day on the phone with him, asking about pricing, quality of cars. We check cars together. So a lot of the free game I give you guys comes from Kiko. So shout out to Kiko. Let's give him a round of applause. That's my man's in him. And then Nate the Great, right? If you notice, he's got the gavel because he's the people. He's not in the auto industry, but he's bought a lot of cars. He's doing really well in life. He's got a pool. That's how you know he's doing good. He got a pool. So they got a house
Is
with
the
a pool.
pool clean?
The
Rob?
pool's clean.
The pool is clean.
The pool, he done himself too. The pool's clean. He's got a nice house.
I'll play with
Oh,
that.
he's elevated. He's middle class.
he
That's
got-
middle class, sir.
Okay,
Oh, he's
a clean pool is
I'm
middle class.
I'm doing well.
In my
There you
mind,
go.
he's high class because he got good credit. How often do we see good credit in the industry?
Never.
Never.
Oh,
That's-
man.
Nate's the sign and drive, no
well,
step.
let's be fair. We're more of the low end, so we're gonna deal with people that have lower end credit.
Don't do that. I live in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I call Nate when I care about the customer. Like from a customer's perspective, I call Nate. And 9 times out of 10, I hate his advice because he does speak for the people. And he puts me up on game. He lets me know when I'm tripping. And
which
these-
is all the time.
all the time.
the
These are
time.
the only
For
two
real.
guys that tell me, shut the fuck up. You tripping, you wrong.
100%.
And they steady got me apologizing. So that's why we're here
Yes.
today. And these are like my greatest friends, man. So y'all welcome, Nate. What's up, man?
Oh man, it's a blessing to be here, man. We're gonna make it happen. You know, I've been knowing Rob for a minute,
We actually met.
and the crazy,
Yeah, you were with Rob when
with
we
Rob. So we both know Kiko the same time.
met.
You know,
Same
like,
day.
same
And
day.
a
you
matter
know,
of fact,
he do
let-
a little
let-
bit more.
Yo, where's my
Let's
drink?
talking with him.
we disappeared your drink.
I'm gonna go
The
get my
fact
drink.
it's right there. The fact is, when I met Rob, I said 2 wheels in the front, 2 wheels in the back,
He was fanboying me.
and this fat fuck over here was eating a bagel, and he looked at me like this while he was eating. And Rob, if you know Rob, he's not a people person per se.
I
He
hate
talks
people.
a lot of shit, but he doesn't really get along with people. Why? Because he thinks they're all full of shit. Most of the time they are. So when Rob meets me, we're talking, and he could right away know that know what I'm talking about. So therefore, Nate is actually the guy that facilitated this relationship. Because if it wasn't for Nate, Rob would say, "Fuck that guy. I don't know him. I don't
What
want him."
hurt it? What hurt it?
Nate actually started the relationship
know what I'm
because
saying?
I hate people. I met Nate because he was swagged out when I met him at the movie company. He was that dude, boy. And we both worked at Pepsi.
Definitely, man. Learned a lot, man.
All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to some stories because I know they want to hear about the dealers versus the consumers.
First of all, I didn't think this was gonna happen. I thought this dude right here wasn't gonna make it, and typical black people fashion. Nate the
He
Great
was the one
late
late.
as a
That's
rectangle,
correct,
bro.
Yes.
Late. Yo, you're not supposed to be late. We pay about an hour to be here. But look, and, like, subscribe, share, follow us
Do
on
that.
YouTube, follow us on TikTok. Nate the Great, Rob the Car Guy. Kiko's building up his TikTok. So on the next episode, you'll know about him. But yeah, look, let's start off with yesterday, man. So I had a customer, right? Lady hits me up, want to buy my Chrysler Town and Country. And if you know, Kiko will tell you all the time I give cars away. Nate will agree to that too.
100%.
I'm the cheapest dude in the industry. I don't care about making a lot of money.
Sometimes you don't make no money.
A lot of times I don't make no money. He ain't lying.
Well,
So
just not to cut you off, but you break even a lot.
I lose a lot.
Let me tell you
I'm about to
something,
say
guys.
that will be in the red a little bit.
Pay attention. If you break even in this business, you're losing money. And the reason is you're losing your time, your energy, and that counts for something, because if it doesn't count for anything, then you got nothing.
The customer doesn't know what it takes to get a car, to
That's
get
fair.
it ready.
That's fair.
It's a nightmare.
It's
The
a
resources
process.
we pay for, I'm $1,800 a month just to give you a Carfax report. And then they don't see that. So the lady hits us up. We got a Chrysler Town and Country. $5,999. Cheapest one in the country. Fully loaded TVs.
You know what's crazy?
Mwah.
I got the same car real quick. Mine's a 12. His is a 16. We're selling it for the same price. Mine's cleaner, better miles, but still, the
Mine had
point is
120. What does your have?
less miles,
What's less?
like 110.
Mine runs.
Anyway,
Miss me with that, Papa.
the point is he did have a cheap vehicle at a great price point. You know, 2016 for that price, I'm selling my 12. for
One
that
owner,
price.
clean Carfax.
Mine was just one owner, clean car, same specs.
Fair.
Okay, but you had a great price.
Great price.
You weren't making much money.
$3,000 under Carfax suggested retail.
Right.
Customer calls me, hey, we want to come look at it in like typical customer fashion. They stand me up, right? So, you know, Steven, my partner, Money Man Weems, he's really good at following up. I don't follow up. I don't give a fuck about you.
So he's hitting the customer back.
He's hitting the customer back.
Horrible.
Hey, what happened? Oh, my husband's a mechanic. Pucka. We're going to come on our own time. We'll see you Thursday. All right, fair enough. My salesman tells him, hey, listen, we got a lot of interest in this vehicle. Yeah. All salesmen say that you're trying to pressure me into buy it. I buy at my own time. Yo.
Okay.
Fair enough. And mind you, we're not those people to press you. My price sells the car. I don't need anything else.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, then a lady calls yesterday around 3:30. We close at 4. She says, hey, can I leave a deposit? I don't take deposits because giving them back is a nightmare. You know, you want me to take the car off the market for $100. Then you want to come at your own time. Then you want to, I don't want to give me my money back.
Time out, Nate. This is my issue,
For real,
right?
that's $100.
Every time I have an issue, I gotta, put a
Yeah.
pause on it.
Definitely.
So I take deposits. I've been doing this 20 years, and there's rules to it, right?
Yeah.
So if I take a deposit, I make it very,
You
very
look
clear.
uncomfortable over there. Your
When I
stomach
take
not
it,
that big, you'd be all right.
well, your neck is still moving.
I got that Mike Tyson.
I mean, Mike Tyson, or like George Foreman, I guess. So check it out.
This the off-season.
Here's the story, right? So as far as the deposit, I make sure they understand it's a non-refundable deposit. If you give me money for this car, I cannot sell it.
What do you do when they give you an attitude about the deposit?
Well, I don't take it unless we have a clear understanding of what it means. Hold on, let me tell you what it means. As a customer, I'm going to break it down to you. Sir, if you want to leave me a deposit, I'm willing to take it. My minimum deposit is $500. Now, let's be clear. Once you give me $500 and you sign this piece of paper as a receipt, it's going to say non-refundable on it. Why? Because I'm losing the opportunity to sell the car once you leave.
All right, let's ask the people. What do you feel about that? So you leave a deposit, then you don't like the car.
It's not that you don't like it. You're going to come up with an excuse.
You come up with an excuse.
This happened.
Yeah.
So look, to be fair, right? I don't think like you. I'll punch in your face. You can't whoop me. I'm either going to get it in blood or I'm going to get it in damages.
Why don't you just relax and think like a businessman?
No, but that's why I don't take it.
As a customer, right? You give $500 down. I've explained to you that is non-refundable. There's no excuse after that.
There's none.
We had a conversation. Hold up. We had a conversation. I explained to you, once I take your money, I cannot sell this vehicle no matter if somebody comes an hour after you and offers me $1,000 more than what you're willing to give me.
Pause. Let's be fair, right? One, as is self-explanatory, right? How many people are just running with the as is? They'll call you tomorrow. Bruh, I caught a flat. Dude, it'll leak a little oil. The radio don't go as loud as I want.
What does that have to do with a deposit? Right?
No, it has to do with the understanding. It doesn't matter what they understand. It matters how they carry themselves. And most people can't understand how I just lost 500 because I changed my mind.
Well, again, when we have a conversation.
True or not true? You fixed as is.
I don't.
Yes or no? Do you fix as is?
Do I fix as is?
Yes.
It's on a case-by-case basis.
Exactly. So miss me with that understanding. Papa.
If you don't understand, you don't understand. But I explained it to you. I did my part, Nate. We had a
100%.
conversation. You signed the paper.
What you scared to do?
You get the money up. You get the money up. You know what's going on.
You drive off the lot. You're different.
Nah, that's just plain cut.
But
you
real
get
quick,
the money up. That's it.
To go to the as is.
No, it's all about the understanding, right? People don't understand.
That's fair.
They don't.
That's fair. But I've explained it the best I could. Whether you understand it or not, I put my hands up. But then
what happens, look, for $500, right? You got a dude or a woman in your office acting a donkey.
I hear you. I hear you.
You don't take your money. Get the fuck out of here.
It's happened. Okay, so he's got a fair point. This
Definitely
happened.
do.
This happened recently.
Look how big he is. This guy's 6'3".
But I
me
ain't
tell
giving
you.
the money back.
Yeah, let me tell
But
you.
look, he walk in your
No,
office.
no.
He's 6'3". He want his bread back. What do you do?
Let me tell you what I do.
Up the strap.
I don't care what you come with. It's like this. It's business. Let's be fair about it.
We're going to be moving furniture about $100. I'm letting you know that now.
Well, see, that's what happens when you come from the trenches in Miami. And
Bro, we live in Orlando. Your dealership's on OBT,
That's
a.k.a. HOBT. Right? You on the trail.
I'm on the trail, baby.
When
So
you
I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen it all, Rob. There's nothing I haven't
So
seen.
why take the deposit?
What do you mean? Why not? Why not?
I just told you why not.
not?
You can't tell me why, and I told you why not.
I explained to you.
Deposit.
I keep the money. Now, if he gonna come in and act crazy and start flipping, we're gonna have an issue. But if you're a man about it and you come to me as a man, we'll work something out.
Oh, now you're changing your tune. You see?
It's case by case basis,
Miss me
Rob.
with that, papa.
Anyways, we're gonna move on because you're stubborn.
He a good dude because I ain't giving him money back.
Okay, what do you do? A dude swing on you?
Well, no,
He
here's
do whatever he do. He ain't getting
he
no money
destroy your office. You got to bust it. We're 40.
it's not worth it.
My body hurt.
not worth it.
Yeah, we have.
Listen,
I'm not trying to be tussling.
I-
with you.
I ain't tussling, but I ain't giving no money
I-
back.
And you
know
can't
what I
up the
mean?
strap because if you bust it, it's on your
First of
problem.
all, as you know, I'm strapped all times. Okay.
But look, let's
So
be fair
I'm not worried about nothing, but I don't listen. I don't want no problems with my business because whether I'm strapped or not, he can come at 4:00 in the morning and bust all my windows on my unit.
Yeah.
So I do good business. Okay. If his life's on the line for 500, here's 250 back, Papa. Live your life. Move on.
Look, I ain't arguing with nobody.
Fair.
I don't negotiate nothing.
Fair.
It is what it is. But so anyway, we sell the car. The lady says, "Hey, I'll be there in an hour. I don't want your deposit. You can keep that shit."
Right.
She comes, she checks, she buys it. Best feeling in the world as a dealer is to say,
sold.
right? So boom, in good fashion, my salesman texts her, "Hey, we sold the car." Oh my God, pucka. You weren't transparent. I had to cancel my vet. My husband took a day off of work. You piece of shit. Why would you do that? I was gonna pay you more than sticker price. Mind you, my sticker price again, $5,999. If you would have asked me how much, I'd say $6,000. I'm not gonna say $5,999. That's a mouthful.
That's
For real,
correct.
that's
I
too
just
much.
do it because it looks nice.
Correct.
She goes, "I was gonna give you over sticker. We would come up with $6,000."
You know, that's a common thing,
That's
brother.
crazy.
You know what's even crazier? She probably thought 6,000 was going to be the out the door price.
For real.
That's even crazier.
What?
With the
Come-
tax tag and
You know,
everything.
what it comes to is consumers, forgive me, Nate, are not realistic.
They're not at all.
They're-
Especially when they're low budget consumers, right? Because to a motherfucker with no bread, 6,000 is the world.
I'll kill you for 6.
Well,
You know, I got
You die for
$400,000 worth of cars on my lot. You think I give a fuck about $6,000?
Well, let me tell you a story about my customer experience yesterday. So
Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So anyway, we text her, "Look, we're really sorry.
I wouldn't text her, but go ahead.
We're really we thrive on customer service. That's why I hired a sales guy.
If
'Cause I'm
you,
not the guy.
as a customer, do you feel like he's jabbing at you when he says, "Sorry, it's sold"? You know,
I
like
told you so you don't come.
Nah,
dude,
it's
what do
not
you
the
feel
guy.
when he tells you it's sold? You think it's fair?
It's fair.
Okay.
Most likely.
That's
So
fair.
anyway, we text her. So then she texts a million. I didn't read it all. I just skimmed. My salesman says, "Hey, we're really sorry about that. If we have something else that comes up, we'll let you know." Then she texts us back. "My husband said, God made that happen for a reason, so we can find better. And I know I'm stubborn, and your vehicle probably wasn't better." I would have said, "Kill yourself, your mama gay."
Wow. The entitlement that customers have is unbelievable. And I'll give you an example. I was a little rude yesterday. I was a little firm, and I called Rob, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, Rob, you think I was wrong?"
Ooh, this is a good one for you, Nate.
So I'm selling a car. It's a cheap car, guys.
You look like Papoose.
Papoose
Come on, stop
always
it,
wears
dog.
a hat.
Right? You look like
Nah,
Papoose.
No,
I
his
ain't
head
got a cut,
his head
so-
is definitely bigger than
Definitely not.
Papoose, bro.
Yo, I ain't got a cut, so you know I'm rapping
Yo,
and fitted.
yo,
today,
you don't got a
know
cut,
what I
you
mean?
do it
Hey,
yourself.
So stop
Papoose
it.
got the
But
little
nah,
mini M&Ms.
nah,
That's
we
some
ain't-
whole peanut M&M.
Yo, this ain't no Papoose looking like shit. Yo, he already got a lookalike, so stop playing.
They got that Tootsie
Word.
Pop head.
All right, so check it out. So I got
You know?
a customer yesterday, right? Cheap car, Nate, $3,500, right?
Definitely.
So they come by. It's a, I don't know, 15 Dodge Dart, $120 on it. Simple car. I don't know. I got $3,000 into it. I'm making $500. No big money, right? plus fees. I make $700 on the car, but I move it. So they come. It has a check engine light on it.
Typical
Right?
Kiko.
It's a 10-year-old car. It's a Dodge.
No excuses.
It is what
nothing
it
on
is.
my lock. I check engine lights.
So the good news is it's a couple, and the boyfriend knows about
Boyfriend or
cars.
husband? That's a big difference.
I'm gonna call him the boyfriend, right? So
What
anyway,
age group?
who cares?
That's important.
25 to 35.
All right,
Fair
big
enough.
gap.
So listen, so he knows mechanic work. So I plug in the machine, we tell him what the codes are. The codes is something to do with the whatever it is. It's a sensor, right?
Okay.
So she, at the end of the day, she goes, they're talking, and I'm in the session, and she goes, normally I let people talk, but they were taking too long. So I'm trying to follow up, close the deal. Long story short, he says, what do you think? She says, I'm a little concerned, the check engine light. And here's the deal, guys. As dealers, we deal with this all the time. The fact is, if you don't know about cars, you don't know enough to make a good decision. So you
Hold on,
see,
let me interrupt you there.
go ahead.
What people don't understand, a car is a ticking time bomb. That car will be perfect. You turned it on yesterday. Then today you turn it on, the AC don't work. The check engine light pop. The battery's dead.
Correct.
It's got a flat tire. You're like,
You know why?
It happens. It happens.
You know why? Because they don't know used cars. They don't have they don't grab the concept that a used car is a ticking time bomb. Long story short, she said she's not comfortable with the check engine light, and I had to interrupt. And I was rude because I'm frustrated at this point. I'm selling you a cheap car. It is what it is, right? Runs excellent, no issues. The boyfriend knows what it is. I said, forgive me, I'm gonna be honest with you.
So you interrupted the boyfriend and girlfriend's conversation.
I said, forgive me. Let me just say something for a second. I know I'm a dealer. I know I'm a salesman. I know I'm here to sell you a car. But I'm going to be honest with you. You just don't know any better.
How would you have handled that?
I said it as politely as could. I know I was frustrated, but I said, you just don't know any better. I understand you see a light, but listen to your boyfriend here who understands the vehicle. He's telling you it runs and drives great. It's a cheap option. You're not going to find another one.
How would you have played that out in your life? Salesman tell your wife, yo, you don't know what you're doing.
I said you don't know any better. Big difference.
Yo, do you not know
it's
women?
Facts.
Do you not know women?
It's facts.
This is what she heard. You're a fucking piece of shit. You don't know shit.
That's a rough one, man. That's a rough one because the boyfriend already says he can handle the car.
But his boyfriend couldn't handle it. This is what I get upset about, and I'm gonna be real. Your man needs to be a man sometimes and be like, babe, this is the car we getting because I know better. Okay, fellas, if you know better, act right. Because the woman don't know.
What world do you
What
live
does she
in?
do? She put gas in the car.
Yo, if that was me and mine, my lady would say, yo, we out. All right.
That's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
We out, bro.
That's right.
Yo.
Because you're
And then if you would have said something, she would have looked at me.
handle
and then
that.
I would have had to say, like, oh man. And then I'm looking at you like, bro, why you put me in this position? No. Why you just shut the fuck up?
But why couldn't you be a man and just step up and say, babe, let me handle this? This is what men
That's
do.
not women today.
No. That's not men today.
People.
We talking about men.
He did.
Women are women.
But she jumped in it.
Women are women. I'm talking to men here. Be a man.
So
tell your lady, hold on. Tell your lady, babe, I know what's good for us. I know what a good car is because I'm a man. We're going to get this. You're going to shut the fuck up and you're going to drive it every day and be happy.
You ain't saying that to no woman.
That's a lie. That is a lie, sir.
Yo, I think my man handled the best he could do.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say it in that way, but it would come out in the same frame.
Baby, please.
Babe, listen to me. I know what's best for us. I'm experienced. I would break it down in the
Then you would have got a
possible.
putazo right here. Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, I don't.
I think that was her money. So
it definitely was her money.
See, that's
100%. It was her money.
That was her money.
But she didn't know what to do with it, Nate. She didn't know what to do with it. She was gonna buy something that she had no business buying, fellas. And at the end of the day, that's what her boyfriend told her. Listen, it's a $4,000 car. We're not gonna get a better deal, baby. Let's jump into it.
What car was it?
I told you, a 15 Dodge Dart, and I did
a
sell
Dodge
it.
Dart with a check engine light.
Yeah,
you should have junked that.
I sold it.
You should. You was.
Well, let's talk about junking cars since that's what you're expert at. That's what you sell, junk cars, right? No, but you clean them first and then you junk them. So let's talk about Rob's deal. Rob took a trade in on a POS. If you don't know what a POS is, it's a piece of shit. It's a $700 Yukon that he gave the lady. I offered him $600. He didn't take it.
I offered him $5.
Yeah, see? So the car was filthy. Cigarette butts. I mean, everything. I mean, underwear's dirty. Everything. It was disgusting. You would never go in and clean this car. What did Rob do? Rob, tell him what you did.
I went and cleaned it.
What'd you do after?
I junked it. So this is what happened. I took it on a 2000 Tahoe, dirtiest Tahoe I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. If you don't know, go on TikTok. I got videos of it. And man, it took me, 2-3 hours. And I'm hitting it with the gun.
Nate, 3 hours. Nate, this is a guy that owns a business, okay? And spends 3 hours to clean a car that he junks.
Yo, I got dirt and shit.
This is who you take your advice from. This is who you take your advice from.
So check it out. Dirt, juice, Toto juice, $875 for the junkyard. I listed it for $800. Motherfuckers was trying to go. I hit up LKQ. They said, we'll give you $875 if you can bring it here. Oh, I can drive it there. 100%.
100%.
I had somebody on the TikTok who wanted that joint.
That's what they say, but they don't ever come with a bag.
Yeah, that's another thing too. People talk.
But hold on, miss me with this junk because Captain Incredible here, he's got a Chrysler 300, but the 4-banger sitting in his garage with a blown motor.
2.7 it's not worth it.
Cacao buoy.
Yeah.
The motor costs more than the car.
Yeah. 100%.
Right.
100%.
So sitting in his garage, he's got it listed for sale for $600. He won't take $5.
Chunk it, you'll get the same.
They don't want to give me $5, man. I need to see.
How long has it been in your garage?
A little minute.
3 years.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem with consumers, right? They get attached to things. As car salesmen, as dealers, we don't.
Not at all.
We don't get attached to anything.
Move metal.
So it's been sitting in his garage for 3 years for $100, ladies and gentlemen.
For $100, he's keeping it in his garage.
But you gotta understand though, I got all brand new
Are you
parts
holding
on
your
there.
breath
So
when you talk?
if it breaks down, I go to AutoZone and get a part for free. Brakes, calipers.
It's broken down.
If it breaks down, does it not run?
It doesn't run. What are you talking about?
So it is broken down.
Yeah.
But if it gets back on the road, I ain't gotta worry about buying parts.
Yo, so
they all free.
So he's saying I got a brand new alternator, brand new brakes. As soon as I get a motor in here and they go bad, I got free parts
all day.
That's his
concept. About that.
That's his train of thought.
Yes.
Yo, but that's the problem with a lot of people. Yo, once the car broke the first time, you should have got rid of it. You shouldn't have bought it.
Chrysler 300 is fire.
Not the 2.7.
I mean, it does look like a Bentley.
What Cat Williams saying until the Bentley pulls up?
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, you ain't never seen the Bentley pull up, so you ain't got to worry about it.
I see Bentley every day. I'm in the suburbs. I forgot we live in different
he lives in the suburbs.
Yeah,
we forget.
Yeah,
we live in bragging now.
He'll get kicked out real soon.
Bragging. Where you was that before?
If this guy lived in the suburbs, where was he at before that, Rob?
Yo, I'm moving on up.
Across
the east side.
He ain't tell you he was across the street from Walmart.
I was right on Ivy Lane in the motherfucking hood.
Stop playing, man.
Talk about the suburbs.
Bro, it was so ghetto. People would
like he been there for 5 years or so.
Let's talk about how they knock on your door every single day and try to sell you something, huh?
Oh my God, it's the worst.
A water purifier. Hey, if you live in the suburbs and they knock on your door every day,
tell them go away.
Move.
Man, the other day I was standing in the kitchen. I got a glass door.
Horrible. I've been to his house.
Yeah.
You can see right through it.
You can see the whole house from the door.
I got a glass door too. I just don't open the door though. He's crazy. I don't leave the front door.
Yo, I'm in my chonies, right? Standing in the kitchen cutting something up for the dog. And I see a dude just looking at me.
Oh.
Right,
you got a shirt on?
Nah.
Oh my God.
This is my crib. I'm in my straight chonies, dog.
Oh my God.
Right?
And it's sliding out while you're walking.
My ass crack showing, I'm built weird.
Stop playing.
It don't hug my waist. I got a wedgie on my thigh.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I got a thigh wedgie. Where you got you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him and
he built like a fridge, Nate. Let's remind him.
A Kenmore.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
So, bro,
they don't even make those no more, man.
It's not even a 2-door fridge. It's just a 1-door fridge.
No freezer.
No freezer.
Yo, so I gotta go like this. And I'm looking at him and then I walk over. Right, got my belly all
Sloppy,
out, right?
sloppy.
My shit falling, my butt crack.
Was it a
out.
white guy, black guy?
Yeah.
What was it? White
And
guy.
then he opens, hey, bro, I'm sorry to bother you. I see you busy. I'm with Brita. And I said, I ain't interested, man. God.
What's Brita?
Brita filters.
Oh, the water.
The water softener company.
Yeah.
Yeah, living in the suburbs is a little overrated.
Correct.
You know?
The truth is you don't belong there.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a project, baby. Nobody but messes with you in the hood.
You know, what's good is you can scream, I live in the suburbs, but you look like projects.
So what are you talking about? This is a Dickie jumpsuit.
Who
All I
wears
need is a 305 fitted to match
who
my
wears
suit.
a Dickie
'Cause, bitch, I'm live.
jumpsuit?
Bro, look at you.
Who?
Yo, show me your hat. It doesn't button in the back.
My head's kind of big.
No, your fat back.
This hat's $100. Costs more than your chain.
Yo, get your money back, Papa. Get your money back.
Anyways,
I'm broke, baby.
definitely.
I'm broke.
Definitely. That's what you call broke people trying to impress other broke people.
What we doing here?
I don't know. I'm just letting them know who you really are.
He doing very well.
So
in
we
my
gonna let,
opinion.
who do you
I'm
work
broke.
for?
I work for myself.
Yeah, all right.
According to you, I work for my dad, which is, it is what it is.
It's his dad's dealership. His dad's got a $1 million condo on the beach.
You know, we all work for somebody though.
No, you work for somebody.
No, you work for somebody too.
We
No,
all work for
I'm the
somebody.
boss.
Correct.
I'm
No,
the
you're
boss.
not. No, you're
That's why I'm here right now.
No, you're not.
That's why I'm here. I got nothing to do.
But ain't we all here?
Yeah, but I'm here.
Oh, that's right. You are you're the cake, right? You're the icing on the cake.
I'm the table.
Oh, that's right. You're the table.
I should have this in front of me to make the objections because y'all riding me.
See, I even hit it wrong.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
you
you
not-
need to practice the gavel. We need to practice this before we get online. Because
Word,
Rob needs to have his judgment day every single
Definitely.
day,
We ain't gonna
Because
play
you're just
with
full
that,
of
man.
shit, Rob. We call this no cap, ladies and gentlemen, and Rob's full of it. He's full of cap. When he gets on TikTok, he tells you the big old story.
What?
60% is true, 40% is false.
All right, let's talk about what I've brought into the table. Who put the world up on $400 paint jobs? Who revolutionized the car business with $400 paint jobs?
Revolutionized.
Wow.
You didn't know about it, bro.
Wow.
You was paying a crackhead from down the street.
I've been doing this 20 years.
How did you know about it?
So let me tell you how I learned about the $400 paint job.
You learned?
Yes, I learned.
He didn't know about it.
How did you learn about it?
I'm gonna tell you how I learned.
Because he
about
didn't
it.
know
that.
Listen, Pap. So what happened was,
We ain't gonna do that. I kind of like the pack.
He gotta look alike.
You got to pull this forward because I like the pack.
Right.
I want to hear
He
what you
gotta
to
look
say to
alike
the pack.
already. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
All right, Pat, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yo,
Go ahead.
so anyway,
Let's do this.
I'm stressing. Like I gotta get a car painted, and man, all these guys charge $1 million. So I'm on the phone with the people over here, and the people was like, "Yo,
Great.
for a dub, I'll tell you where to go for 400." I'm like, miss me with that.
Ford.
How much you charge?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you elaborate. Go ahead.
So anyway,
Wait. He's charging for game
charging.
against the rules.
Objection.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that. Because we don't charge for game.
Free game round here.
Free game.
I'm telling you
I'm
everything about
charging.
Only the black man charges.
I'm charging.
typical.
I'm charging.
Typical.
I'm charging.
Put his Latin brothers in
I'm
slavery.
charging.
God
When
damn.
you move up the ladder off of my information,
Oh,
that little money you gave me, you're gonna be like,
there's a
the
cost
best
to
thing
it.
I ever did.
So did you give him the 20s? What I want to know.
Did I pay you?
Absolutely not.
Did he pay me?
Do I play with money?
Did he pay me?
I paid you. Cash app.
Did he pay me?
I'm gonna tell you. Listen,
He didn't pay me.
Well, no, hold on.
I
Real
got
quick.
paid, but he didn't pay
Okay,
me.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know you got paid.
Yeah.
Because Nate ain't playing about his money.
I
Not
got
at
paid.
all.
You
But
owe
I didn't
Nate
get paid.
$20?
I didn't get paid by him.
You owe Nate $20?
Yeah.
He knocking on your door.
Yo, all
I need that.
all bullshit aside.
I mean, he wouldn't sell the Chrysler for 3 years for 100. Remember that.
Yo,
Go ahead.
all bullshit aside, Nate caked up. He got paper.
Nah,
he
I'm
looked
broke.
like he ain't got
I'm
nothing.
broke.
He
Nope.
wore last year's
I'm broke.
sneakers today, but he definitely.
I'll
got
tell you
money.
why he got money, because he collecting everything that you got that you owe him.
Bro, he told
If
me,
you owe him money,
I need
he
it.
getting it.
you can't
I
owe
need
Nate
it.
money.
I need that.
Definitely.
He'll knock it. Hey, what's up? You got that right? You gave it to me 20 minutes ago. So anyway, Nate told me for the Dubski, I'll tell you where to get a $400 paint job. I'm like, bro, I'll pay you if the paint come out right. I'll take it to Econo, $400 comes out fire, and we cash out him. He get his bread.
Who's we?
Yeah. Elaborate on the we.
You got paid.
I did get
who's
paid.
He got paid.
I got
By his
paid.
dealer?
I got paid, but I didn't get paid for him. So does that really count?
His lady sent the money? Who sent the money? Was it Steven?
Who sent
or
the
his lady?
money?
Hey, he got paid.
Oh my God.
We don't talk about where my funds come from.
So, but you know,
But how you charge?
you know, the crazy thing is, I didn't charge him.
Right. You did charge him.
No, he offered it.
No.
Oh.
He
Rob
said,
would-
"Yo, if it's facts, I give you $20. I'll
No.
buy you lunch."
You said I bet a dub.
That's what he said. No, you offered it.
You bet a dub.
Here's
Why would I bet $20? What is $20?
For you, it was lunch.
it was free $20 because you knew it would work.
It was barbecue and some collard greens.
But you know, this is my problem. Rob owes me lunch
Oh,
for 3 months. Okay. Let me tell you something, Nate. I know you put him on to paint jobs, but I put him on to game. All right. So I made Rob plenty of money. All right. I'd say what? $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 maybe I've made you.
so okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
I made Rob $10,000 in the last.
So let's get
couple
to the
months.
nitty gritty of this, right?
And he hasn't took it out. He hasn't took me out to lunch.
Let me do you a
Cheap
favor. Here.
bastard.
Let me do you a favor, right? So I hate to, toot my own horn, but toot. Right. I got a premium lot in the suburbs with a lot of land, a beautiful building, and it's just conducive for good business. You know what I mean? So Toto Face over here was like, yo, I just bought a box truck. I don't know what to do with it. I don't got no parking because his lot is inferior to mine. We're going to leave it right there. And I said, you know what, Papa? I'll do you a favor, dog. Drop it off at my lot. I'll sell it for you and I'll give you bread, right? So Captain Incredible, lazy, fucking, never bending down, never looking under a car, Toto Face. Kiko over here was like, can you pick it up? No. Miss me with that. Can you clean it? No. Miss me with that. So he cleans it, brings it to my lot, like true Rob the car guy fashion. I sold it in a couple of days and gave him his money. I made a little commission, but it wasn't nothing significant. He didn't do me the favor. I did him the favor.
Nate, can I disagree?
No, you can't
We're
disagree.
gonna have a real discussion right now.
Well, you can't.
Because these are the facts. Let me
Okay.
give you the facts.
Okay.
Me and Rob go to the auction. We're walking to the lanes. I see a box truck in lane. I said, this is interesting. It's a Transit with a box truck with a lift kit. A little bit out there, right? Not your normal box truck. So I said, let me look at it. I stopped what I was doing. I went in lane and I bought it. Well, they gave me an if bid, if you remember. So if bid is you're the last bidder, but they didn't quite sell it to you. So they might sell it to you for
Because
that
their
price.
reserve price was high. Reserve
Correct.
means what they're willing to take.
So I think it was $5,700 that I paid for it. It was somewhere
Yeah,
around
the
there,
number doesn't
57,
matter.
$6,000. Anyway, they wanted $7,000, right? Long story short, I paid the $7,000, right? Because after they did the if bid, me and Rob went into the truck, drove it, checked it. We knew what it was. It was a one owner, all service records. The truck was clean. It was
Okay.
immaculate. So right then and there, we knew it was.
Who checked it?
Right then and there,
Who
we knew
checked it?
We drove it together.
Who drove it?
You did.
Who checked it?
You did.
You've never laid on the floor a day in your life.
Well, but that's because I'm a boss.
Yo, can
That's
my man
because
get
I'm
his
a
point
boss.
Can my
Let-
man get his point across?
Hold on, let's be clear. I don't
Come
go
on, man.
under cars because I'm a boss.
No, because you're lazy.
And I've done this for 20 years.
You truly can't tell me if any of the cars on your lot leak oil.
Yo, can he get his point across?
Yo,
so,
miss me with that.
This is the facts. Listen. So
No,
we
you listen.
We drive the car.
You
we like
listen.
it.
I'm not done.
We knew it was a home run, right? So I bought the car.
He says we
Listen,
alive.
I said, okay, Rob, you know I don't got the space for it.
We know.
I'll bring it to you.
To me.
We'll split the profits.
Ooh.
I'll take 60% of the profits. You take 40% of the
That's
profits.
not a split in my eyes.
Here's the thing. They had a couple of these trucks lined up. This is the first one. I said, Rob, let's buy it. Let's market it cheap. Let's flip it in a couple days so I can buy the rest of these trucks. So we're going to set the market at this truck. We're going to set it low. You could have got 20 bands for it. Rob,
I agree.
it books out for 20 grand. I said, let's do, what was it, 11.9?
13 or 12.999.
12.999. No, yes, I bought it for 8 grand. We sold it in a day. All right.
Wow.
40% profit to him was $2,500 he made on this deal. Okay. Rob sells 5 cars and doesn't make $2,500.
Mm.
Okay. He sells cars. We all make
On-
cheap money
On
sometimes.
top of that, he ain't put no money
To
in.
make $2,500, he didn't invest nothing.
Yeah,
he didn't
invest
buy
nothing.
it.
Nah,
He
didn't
didn't
invest
drive
nothing.
it. He didn't fix it. He didn't paint it.
Mm.
He didn't clean it.
Mm.
All he did was receive it, market it, and sell it, and he got $2,500 he made on that one.
See, this
Guess
is
what? Hold on, let me finish.
How many trucks? 3?
Then I bought it. obviously,
Pause.
hold on.
No,
We sold
let's
that
talk
one.
about that one.
Because that's
No, let's finish.
7,500.
No.
We sold it. We
Damn.
sold that one, right? I bought another one. I paid $1,000 more for the other one. Okay, so I was $8,000 into that one. Okay, we sold it. I don't know, $12,000. He made another $2,000 to $3,000 off of 40% commission. So that's 2 trucks. He's made $5,000 to $6,000. Okay,
So can I talk now?
hold on. Ooh. I delivered these trucks to him. The second one he had to clean
And paint.
and paint the rims. Okay, spray paint. He made $2,500 to do so. We're talking about a man who spent 3 hours detailing the car and junking it
That
to
ain't
make an
nothing.
extra
That ain't
$75,
nothing.
ladies and gentlemen.
That ain't nothing.
$2,500 is a lot of money to make when you're not putting up anything.
Not a dollar.
Okay,
Ooh.
my turn, right?
Go ahead.
So earlier we talked about how there's so much hidden cost in selling a car. I pay $1,800 a month for Carfax. How do you think the customer saw the van or the box truck? Carfax. I took the pictures. I dealt with the customer. I did the paperwork. I did the registration. Again, let me mention I did the marketing. You know why they bought it? Because of Rob the car guy. Because they wouldn't have bought it. Look at this guy. Would you buy a car from this guy? Yeah.
This guy is so full of shit, Nate. It's not even funny. You
Yo,
know
you ever
why?
heard the word?
If I sell a truck for $5,000 to $6,000 less than anybody else, how hard is that to do? Nate could have sold the fucking truck at his fucking garage,
For
all
real.
right, and not put $1 into it.
Yep.
You did paperwork. Congratulations, you played yourself.
All right, hold on. Do you have a website? What's your website? Let's so people can go look at your
OrlandoAutomotors.com, ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is a liar. He don't got a website. He don't got but I did all the legwork. I posted on TikTok. I get the customers.
Oh no, wait. He did all the hard work. That's what you just said, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
What was the hard work that you did?
I had to take pictures. I had to get the customer in. I had to answer the phone.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rob in his true fashion.
100%.
You know, he's just full of shit, and he doesn't realize that he's full of shit. You know, when people lie so much, they believe their own lies.
Did I not sell the car?
You did.
Oh, okay.
Did you do work?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
So that's not work. If I didn't answer the phone, would we have sold it?
If you didn't answer the phone, you wouldn't have a business.
Exactly. So
you
miss
did.
me with that.
You did what you're
Is that
supposed
not
to
work?
do.
Exactly. Work.
You did what you're supposed to do.
My work ethic is unbelievable. That's why he dropped it off.
I'm not gonna give him credit for doing what you're supposed to do. Who gives? You want a participation trophy? That's what you want.
Those vehicles or not, you still got to do the same thing.
So he got to do his job.
I had to do it extra. So let me tell you.
Extra for $2,500.
That's what I'm saying.
I do it. Nate, you do it.
All day.
Yo, let me tell you.
Miss me
About-
with this argument, Papa.
So-
Go on to the next one
All right.
because you just took an L.
All right. How much money did you make?
Oof, I made money
Probably $6,000 in total. Maybe 7.
around there.
All right. So, Captain, 20 years in the business.
I make money.
Hey, Papa, I got this truck I need painted. Yo, I got a guy. All right, fair enough. I take it to him. It's a blue truck, right? I just need the bed painted. It comes back purple.
This guy is a savage. Okay, first of all, let's be real about the
All right, let's
story.
be real about it. Come on.
Come on. No cap.
No cap.
He brings me a truck,
A nice truck.
It's
a
a-
lifted Dodge Ram. Beautiful.
pile of crap. All right, it's the paint is awful. It needs to be basic. The whole truck needs paint, right? So he's like, "Oh, I don't want to put money. He's gonna make $1,700, $1,800." I said, "How much you want to pay, Rob?" $800. You know what? I'm gonna get it done for you, Rob. These guys are gonna do a Mickey Mouse job, but it'll
He didn't
sell.
say that. He didn't say that.
At $800, you expecting a Mickey Mouse job?
No, because I pay Econo $400 and I get premium work.
Okay, whatever. Here's the problem with Econo. I like Econo, no problem. $400 paint job, but it's a $400 paint job.
Does it not look
You
good?
get what you pay for, ladies
Has
and
the
gentlemen.
customer ever said anything?
In 6 months, it will fade.
No, it's got a 1-year warranty.
1 year. It fades in 1 year.
It starts to fade in 6 months.
It's got a 1-year warranty. You can't tell me what kind of paint your painter uses, right?
What do I care what he uses?
Exactly. What do you care
What
what,
do I
Econo
care?
uses?
I don't.
All right, then. So,
But I know what a $400 paint job
So you
looks
can
like.
guarantee your guys will last longer than a year?
No, I didn't say that.
All right, then. So they're using the same shit
No, they're not. Well, how do you know that?
because cheap is cheap. When you buy shoes from Walmart and Target, even though Target's a little more expensive, they're still cheap shoes, right?
And they're better.
No.
Yes, they are.
Fuck out of here.
There's cheap. Cheap goes into the quality. How good is the quality depends on the price, right?
Then let me tell you more relationships from Junior. I had a truck that needed a sensor. I got a guy. He always has a guy. So I take it to his guy. Crackhead tells me $80. All right, cool, do it. I come back, 375. What? What? I'm about to kill this guy. 375.
Nate, to be fair, I told him who you were dealing with before we took him over there. I said, hey, this guy will do it, but he is.
I would
a
never refer
crackhead.
bad business.
Oh, really? So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cap. All right. So we're gonna call
Let's take a
no
vote.
cap on that. So let's talk about Rob recommending people that do bad business. Okay. So Rob has a guy. He's a mechanic. He is what we call a junkyard mechanic for the most part, which is guys that just switch parts. That's all they're there for. You tell them the alternator's bad, they'll switch it out for you. But they're not going to be able to diagnose it because they don't have the proper equipment and they're just not that good, right? So Rob refers this guy on TikTok, talks about him, says how he's a good mobile mechanic and he's worth the money, blah, blah, blah. What Rob says, right? So Rob gets a phone call from a consumer and says, hey, Rob, this guy that you recommended on TikTok, is he associated with your business? And Rob says, no, he's not. He's a separate entity. I just use him from time to time. He says, okay, good, because I got the cops here and I'm about to file a police report how he scammed me for what, $3,000?
$2,700.
$2,700. Let's round it up. $3,000 he took from this gentleman, right? So word gets back to us because we obviously communicate a lot. And I reached out to Rob and I said, Rob, you're responsible. You're responsible. You know, the guy actually said, I only went to this guy because you recommended him on TikTok. He said that to you on the phone, right? So you should feel a responsibility to hold this person accountable for being a scumbag.
Yo, but there's three sides to every story, right? So I heard his side. The mechanic had his side.
First of all, you didn't want to call the mechanic. We forced you to do that.
I called Nate, Nate said I should.
Absolutely. And you agreed.
I agree.
All right. So when you called the mechanic, what did he say? Let's get to that. So let's pretend I'm the mechanic. What's his name?
We're not gonna do that.
Okay. So when you call the mechanic, what did he say?
I was like, yo, Paka said you hustled him out of 2,700. He real mad about that.
Nate, what would you do for $3,000? Hold on. Let's get a consumer point of view. Yeah. Nate, what would you do for $2,700 if my man took you? You would have found him. Yeah, it would have been a problem. Yeah, it would have been a serious problem.
He wouldn't have picked up my phone call. I'd have had somebody else call him to do a job, and then I'd have met him right there.
Nate would have found a way. You see, Nate would have had somebody else call him talking about I need this done, and had the guy set up. Yeah. See, that's how black people do. They will set your ass up.
I need every dollar back.
But how's that my fault?
Go ahead, explain. Let's finish the phone call. So you called him. Blocka said you took $2,700. What do you say? What's the next words out of his mouth, Rob?
Yo, this is crazy.
Was it Jimmy? Was it John? Maybe it was Mike. What was the truck? Was it a Ford? Oh, the Ram. Nah, it was probably the Nissan.
Yo, son did it to like 5 people. That's crazy.
So, Rob said, wait a minute. How many motherfuckers you doing that to? I see, Rob, you out here putting your neck on the line for some thief, yo. So yeah, miss me with that one.
Yo, but
Rob.
you know what it comes down to? He does good work for me and everybody that's close to me.
Yeah, but he's not a good person.
But this whole industry is a scumbag industry.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. And we could talk about the industry, how everybody's a dealer.
You know, you know what's wrong with this industry, and I'm gonna sound so corrupt, and I'm probably gonna lose a lot of people because of this.
Keep it
real. Have too many foreigners. We have too many people from other countries that come here with money and start a dealership. Because, look, I'm a hardcore American. You know, I love this country. I think this is the best thing on planet Earth.
For sure.
Right? So I have an obligation to my country and my family to leave this country better than I found it, right? So my motto, if you know Rob the Car Guy, is always do the right thing. Always do the right thing. It's not the easy thing. Sometimes it's a confusing thing. Sometimes it feels wrong because you got to do it to yourself. But you got to do the right thing. And then we have all these foreigners come over here with all this money, and they don't give a fuck about it.
They play games.
Look, let's talk about World Auto. This guy maxed out all his credit cards, maxed out his floor plan, maxed out every dollar he could, and left and went home.
Took off,
went back to his country. Ooh. And you know who foots the bill? We do. Wow. That's why we pay so many taxes. You know, and then, you know, truth be told, damn, I don't want to sound biased or racist, but when you go to a Chino's, a Chinese restaurant, right? Their customer service sucks. Truth be told.
I think that's so fair. They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
They just want somebody to get out.
Yo, I went to a Chinese junkyard yesterday, right? I never in my life, I didn't know it existed. So I pull up to buy AC compressor, right? I'm like, wow, this is a nice business. What the fuck? You've never been here? I've been here 30 fucking years. What the fuck? Little Asian dude.
I kind of like that.
And I'm like, bro, I'll fuck you up, dude. Who are you talking about? I'll beat your ass. You 4'3", 100 pounds soaking wet with a pocket full of rocks. But that's just his service.
Yeah.
So then he puts the AC compressor on the floor, doesn't hand it to me. $50. I give him his bread. He goes, it works. If it doesn't, bring it back 30 days. But I'm like, yo, he doesn't care about customer service. He just cares about service.
You know, the truth is, people are starting businesses everywhere, and they don't have any idea how to talk to people, how to treat people, and how to serve people. At the end of the day, we are a service industry.
Yo, think about it. How many times you've been at the auction, right? You got a dude from X country smoking a cigarette in your face. You're like, yo, my man, what's wrong with you?
Disrespectful.
Yo, nasty, dirty people.
You know what? You know, in the auction, Nate, you know, I know you Haitian, but them Haitians in the auction, bro. Can we talk about Haitians in the auction, bro? You guys are ridiculous.
You know what I don't
God.
understand? A Haitian will go to the auction and buy a Toyota, thousands and thousands over, but come to your lot and, Bobby, too expensive, too expensive.
Yo, it's nuts,
Then they come
Nate.
50 deep.
You know what's funny? I see them buy those Toyotas, right? And I know they're going to sell it to their own kind.
They're going to change the miles.
And I'm thinking to myself, how are they going to deal with their own kind when they're overpaying for this vehicle?
So look, 14 years in the industry, you know how you deal with Haitian customers? You got to be blood raw and rude. They appreciate that. They pay. They got money. They act poor. They live broke. But you lift up that mattress.
Sound about right?
Right?
They act poor. They live broke.
Nah, I don't know nothing about that.
You don't got money under your mattress?
But
I got money underneath my mattress.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
I got some money.
But that's where the corruption comes in, right? Because these foreigners, they run up the bag and then they leave.
Yeah,
There's no obligation.
A lot of those guys, honestly, are Brazilians. Brazilians have come in the game and with lots of money.
Tons of money.
Tons of money.
And only Brazilians will buy from Brazilians. So you're not going to get a Brazilian customer out the gate.
Yeah.
But it's a whole overseas thing.
For sure.
They all come over here.
For sure.
You know, you get dudes from Saudi Arabia come over here 10, 20 million. Put a lot up, buy every BMW, every Mercedes.
You know, that's also part of the game. Like, you know, there's so many different people that are coming into the game, right? You got the people with money. You got the people with no money. You know, people like Rob are starting up businesses with no money.
No money, bro.
And, you know, they're using other people's license. They're buying it. They're selling it on Craigslist or Marketplace, whatever it is. But guess what happens? That hurts us, a small guy like myself, because I do have overhead. They don't. You know, they pay $200 to buy a car off of somebody's license. They park it at their house. They put it on Marketplace. They make $500, $600, $700, and they sell it.
But that's the new hustle. You'll have Farouk come over here, open a dealership for $1,000 and rent out his license to 30 people. And he's collecting $10,000 a month just off their license. And as soon as one of them does some DMV shit, fucks it up, changes the miles, and they get investigated, we'll close and do it again. They'll open it an EIN number. They don't have the social security number we have. So they get to change their identity every 2 years. That's why you'll drive by the same dealership with the same owner. This week it's Henry's Auto Sales. Next week it's Mike's Auto Sales.
Yeah, you know what really sucks, Nate, is that they really, as a consumer, this would really bother me. There's really no consequences for dealers that really do shady, dirty business. Like, you can get the DMV involved. Good luck. Let's say I rob a car, right? And it's a rebuilt title, but I did not. Those that don't know, a rebuilt title means it's a total loss. Okay. So he didn't know that before purchasing it. It devalues the car. The car's not worth what
It's worth half.
Yeah. Well, that's to each his own, but it's not worth that much money. So, you know, I defrauded him because he did not know it was a salvage title. He can go to the DMV and make a complaint, but to get your money back, to get, you know, some kind of recourse, it doesn't happen. The DMV, it's got their hand behind, like, there's nothing they can physically do.
Nothing. Remember, we had a dealer who went out of business and left all his cars unregistered, and they came to your lot?
Yes.
You know, yo, what do? The DMV can't help you. The DMV They suck.
They have no power.
Yo, I took a title to the DMV to get it fixed, and they didn't know what to do. They're like, oh, we don't know.
They have no power. It's just.
But you know what? I got a question for a customer because this bothers me. Nate, you're a customer. You bought a Nissan. I don't know why they got bad transmissions. So you bought a Nissan. What was it?
Titan.
What year?
18.
Well, how many miles did it have when you bought it?
40.
Why'd you buy it?
Like Nissan, man. Nissan's.
He likes the
reliable
truck. He likes Nissan.
Let me
They
talk.
run like none other.
All right, where'd you buy it from?
Use car lot.
What used car lot?
Harbor Freight Motors.
Oh, you bought it from a small dealer.
Yeah.
I thought you bought it from a big box.
franchise. That's what he was.
Yeah, I
expecting.
thought he was franchise. Because I don't understand why people buy used cars from franchise dealers. I just don't understand. Unless it's Carvana or CarMax.
You know, they should have the ability to sell it cheaper than we do.
They should.
They should,
But
because those same cars that are used on their lot, they're actually running through the auctions. Those are the cars we buy. So there's no doubt about it. They could sell it cheaper than we can because they're selling it to us.
But you know what I don't understand, right? I had a bank come into my lot. This is a true story. Bank comes into my lot, looks at all my inventory, right? Then looks at my website. So I asked them about bank fees. So when you sell a bad credit customer, the bank will charge you, let's say $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah.
Right. So Steven asked him, hey, what is your fee? Well, it varies, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, to combat that, we raise the price of the car. If the bank charges me $2,000 and I'm making $1,000, I'm losing $1,000.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I got to raise the price $2,000.
100%.
And the customers are well aware. So before I sell you the car, I'm like, hey, look, the bank is charging me $2,000. The car got to go up $2,000. Okay. You know what the bank told me? You're not allowed to do that.
Correct.
It's illegal.
It is. It is.
What?
I knew that. Yeah.
It's illegal.
You can't put two prices on a vehicle. So if I list the car at $69.99 and you come to my lot and I say it's $89.99, I'm defrauding you. You're not allowed to put two prices on the same car. So what I do, what most people do, is they'll put that and they'll put cash price.
So I don't do that. I think that's bogus. My finance price, my cash price, same price. If you got good credit, you take it.
That's terrible business,
You
by
see,
the way.
because that's what I was talking to you about. A lot of people do two things, and that's what it is.
But
Cash
this
price
is my problem,
and
right? Because
finance price
when
is
you look at
different.
Ford,
The truth, hold on, real quick. The truth is, I actually put the finance price and say cash is negotiable.
but you don't
That's
have
how I beat that.
a website.
But go ahead.
To be fair.
Who cares? Who
You-
goes
you
on?
look at our
Hey,
marketplace.
who goes on the website? What's your website, Rob? Let's promote it. What is it?
OrlandoTrucks.com. Orlando Trucks.
OrlandoTrucks.com. Go ahead and visit that and let me know if it's any good.
Right? So anyway, Ford, they can list the new Mustang for $25,000. You get there, by the time they hate all these hidden fees, it's $40,000.
Yeah.
Like, yo, why can they do that? But I can't do that.
You know what? Let's get to it. They charge a dealer fee. What he's not saying is on the paperwork, there's $1,599, $1,600
Yeah.
for a dealer fee to purchase the vehicle. That's part of the hidden fees, along with the taxes, tags, warranty, whatever else you're throwing in there. Dealers charge a dealer fee. Why do they charge a dealer fee? Again, the process. How much work is it to sell a car, Rob? How much work is it to go out there, do the research, buy the car, get the car, pick up the car, take it to get recon, paint, mechanic, pick it up, take it back to your lot, detail it, prep it up, market it just to sell it. Okay? These are the steps it takes to sell a car. It's a process.
Yeah.
You have to pay yourself for that process, because if you do not, you lose money.
Yo, dealer fee is a scam. You're a fucking scammer, dude. You're charging a dealer fee, you're a piece of shit.
I love it. I love it. You know why?
Yo, Nate, imagine this monster's $299. You go up, oh, there's a racetrack fee.
Right?
What?
So there's a racetrack.
Why not just add $1 to it?
Definitely.
So when I'm shopping, I know I got $4 in my pocket. This is $3.99. I know I can buy it. I put it on the counter, $11.99. What? Yeah, we have a racetrack fee.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That's exactly how
That's
it
not
works.
how it works.
So explain the dealer fee, Papa. Why don't you just mark your car up the extra $200?
I'll explain it to you. You ready?
Yeah.
Price of the car is $4,000, right? I charge me personally $199 to process the
Oh,
paperwork
TikTok's
fee.
eating you up, Kiko. You
And
don't
this
have a website.
and this is why I don't have a website, but I charge a dealer fee. Figure that one out. So check it out. So I charge
what's that one?
$199 for a dealer fee, right?
Yeah.
What does that entail? Well, I explain it to people. Why is it they both like that, huh?
I think yours went off.
Yours too.
Yeah, yours is off too.
All right, let's redo it.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
All right, so a $199 dealer fee really comes down to me processing all the paperwork. You don't go to DMV, Nate. You don't do any of that. I do it. I register the car for you. Okay, so for that whole process, I charge you $199. You know what Rob is failing to say is he charges a dealer fee without charging a dealer fee. How do I explain that? Okay, so he gives you the price of the car, then he says it's $600 for a tag and it's $450 for taxes. When in reality, the taxes is $300 and the tag is $400. So he's making an extra $350, $400 on those fees alone by telling you that's the number on there.
All of that is
So,
refundable.
so therefore, yeah, you don't give him a refund.
Yo, yes, I do.
So
I got checks
therefore,
to prove
he's
it.
actually defrauding his customers by lying to them and telling them it costs this much when it costs
How did you
less.
fix that?
Me, honestly, yeah, you got to do it. Me, honestly, I'm transparent.
No,
I'm going to charge you dealer fee because this is what I'm doing for the dealer fee. He charges dealer fee without telling you he's charging a dealer fee.
so let
So
me explain
you're
it.
the scammer, sir.
Objection.
Rob the car guy is a scam.
Objection. Nate, hear me out here, right?
I hear you.
So when you buy a car, right?
Yeah.
The tag is anywhere from a new tag or whatever.
A new tag, 400 to 500. A
It could
transfer
be from
anywhere
3
from 100
to
150.
500, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
So if I tell you, hey, it's 300, and then it's 4, and I call you, hey, you owe me $100. What are you gonna do? Nah, bro.
Definitely.
But it's easier to give me. I say, hey, Nate, I got a refund for you, Papa. Oh, okay, I'll take the refund. It's easier to give money back than it is to ask for more money.
100%. But let me ask you a question, Nate, and this is a real question. I need you to ask him that. Has he ever given a refund?
None.
Yes, 100%.
When?
All the time. I got a whole desk full of checks for people that need to come pick it up.
And he doesn't send them out.
You don't want to send the check.
You know what he does?
Up, right?
No, I taught him this, Nate. So pay attention.
Oh, he taught me a
yeah,
scam?
let me tell you what I told him to do. I told him
King
because
scammer.
if the DMV comes to your lot and they do an audit, they're gonna want to see that you gave the difference back to the customer. You write a check, you take a copy of the check, and you put it in the file. So if the DMV ever opens your file and you charge $100 for a transfer, but it shows you paid $60, you show a check to the customer's name for the difference, which is in this case $40. Therefore, the DMV says, okay, he's paying his customers back. He's doing the right thing. I'll leave him alone. In 20 years, I've had one audit. In 20 years, and I passed with flying colors. So
why do you say I? Your dad passed with flying colors. He's the king. You're just the queen.
I love it.
I mean, you're the prince. My bad.
And who are you? A bum.
I'm the everything.
A bum with a Dickies outfit that barely fits.
Yo, it's because
Look how big the Dickies outfit is.
Yo, look at these muscles, Papito.
Muscles.
Remember, I'm undefeated in the cage.
You built like a fridge air.
They call me pork chop, Papa.
Not even the regular fridge, the one that goes in your room, the small one.
You know what? Nate brought up a valid point the other day, and I wanted to talk about it here. The auction and the way they create pricing. He's under the impression the auction creates pricing.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love how consumers think.
From a customer's perspective, you think the auction creates the pricing, right? Look, he's not even paying attention.
Huh? That's no, not the auction, but the
seller.
The seller. No, not the seller, the
buyer.
The person who gives it to the auction.
The seller, that's the seller.
Yeah, so the seller can reach the price and then the auction, does whatever they want to do.
They don't what do you mean? They don't do anything.
So they just take the car and sell it
based on what
person wants?
Yeah.
Well, Rob, the real problem is that consumers have a misconception of what it's like in the auction. A lot of people come to me and they think they can buy a $10,000 car for half that in the auction. Let me tell you something. That's not the game. All right. I know a lot of people want to get in the game, but you don't make 50% on a car.
You guys see this live right now? I want y'all to chime in. Let me know if you see this live.
Let us know if you see it live. But yeah, that's the misconception of an auction. The fact is, it's sloppy. The fact is, you don't get cars at half off. The market, I'll give them that much. The market is set at the auction.
But we were talking about running cars green light as a wholesaler, right? Why wouldn't you just run all your cars green light? All right, let's see it.
There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't run a car.
I'd run every car green light if I was a wholesaler. If I was,
but you got to deal with the.
Hold on, let me.
You got to deal with the recourse.
Let me give you my perspective on it, right?
All right.
So let's say I'm Gary Oman's Ford. I buy a lot of cars from Gary Oman's Ford, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're selling 500 cars a week, right? Why not run everything green light? Do you know what the arbitration rate is?
You told me
1%.
Yeah,
1%. So out of 500 cars, 5 come back.
You know, he's
How many arbitrations have you done in your life?
exaggerating, and I'm going to tell you why. He's exaggerating. You got 500 units, right? You're not going to run 500 units green light.
Why?
Because you don't want the recourse that comes with it.
What recourse? There is no
the
recourse.
headache.
There's no headache.
You got. There's.
That's what I was talking to him about.
Rob,
Because I said,
let me ask you a
he
question.
said nobody comes back. He said nobody's
I
back.
said
Rob
1%.
is the king
yeah, he
of
is.
bringing
But
cars
that's
back.
it. But
What are we
that's it.
talking about?
Ask him how many he's arbitrated.
But that's him. He's
And
the only one.
Bro, in 20 years, I can count on one finger.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People
so
are not
I
arbitrating.
asked him why you ain't doing that. Because you spitting.
It's a process to arbitrate.
He's lazy. Most dealers are lazy.
And I buy right.
No,
you know, unlike Rob, who just buys anything
I'm going to tell you the
and takes
truth.
it back, I buy right.
I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the truth. Most dealers, most small independent dealers are stupid or lazy. That's a fact. Listen, I'm 14 years in the game, right? I'm 3 years on this lot. I talked to dealers that have been in the game for 30 years that didn't know half the shit I knew.
That's true.
That's
You know, what helps you is that you actually have relationships with people.
Yo, what helps
and
me
you
is
can count on them.
I'm extremely intelligent, right? Now, I hate people. I'm bad at articulating my thoughts. I got an attitude all the time, right? But one thing I do well is if you're somebody that I need to have a relationship with, I'll create that. If you're the arbitrator, what's up, Nate Papa? How you doing today? I don't want to talk to you, but I know I need to talk to you. But Toto Face here, he's been going to the auction longer than me. He doesn't know half the people. I know everybody. I talk to every driver, every auctioneer.
But this is the same guy that doesn't like people.
But yo, I like money. You got to do what you got to do for the bag.
Yeah.
People, you think motherfuckers like working at McDonald's and Wendy's? No, those are the people you got to admire. When you wake up every day and do what you have to do, you're the fucking truth. Salute to you. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers just sitting on the couch blaming everybody. Man, this pussy ass cracker the reason I'm broke. Look at them Chicos, man.
You know what? And this is the facts, guys.
They giving all the work to the Mexicans.
Listen, this is facts, guys.
You work 7 days a week. That wasn't hard for you, right? You
Rob,
wanted it, you got it, you found it.
Rob,
it.
it's 2 words: self-accountability.
100%. And we live in a time and an era.
They don't take
Nobody's accountable.
Nobody's accountable.
It's never your fault.
It's never. And if you're with a lady, gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about.
It's never your fault.
It's never our fault.
So
it's never their fault.
He bought a truck on OVE. He could have arbitrated, but he gave up. He gave up.
I could have arbitrated. This is the truck that he recommended that I lost $2,000 on.
Could you have not have arbitrated?
No.
I would have arbitrated.
I called.
Yeah, that's the problem. You called one person.
When you buy from, here's another thing. When you buy, which is what I learned. When you buy from OVE, it's a fucking scam.
It's not.
It's a scam.
It's a 10-day green light.
There's no red light. No, there's no red light, green light when you buy from OVE.
Everything's green
all
light.
the dealers know this for a fact. You know what they tell you if you call? It's in the CR.
You got
if you want a green light car, it can't have a bad CR.
So you read the CR. A CR is a condition report, right? Yeah. So Nate, you buy a Toyota. He bought a Toyota. You're going to be junior right now, right? He bought a Toyota in the CR. Did it say what was wrong with it?
It was just a 2007 with 200,000 miles.
What was the
scratches,
problem?
dents, whatever?
No, what was the part that bothered you?
The issue with the truck?
Yeah,
it idled at 2.5 RPM.
Okay, so it had high idle. Did it say that in the CR?
No.
What would you have done?
They got something with idle. I ain't know they had something with idle.
It idles high. When it's idle high, there's a problem.
Yeah.
It's not your duty to find the problem. It's your duty to bring the problem to their attention. You're not a mechanic.
Yeah,
Again,
but
I
didn't know anything can happen with idle high. I know if the transmission slipping,
but you gotta
idling.
You gotta look at it like this: when you buy hundreds of cars, you see problems you've never seen before. Like right now, I bought a truck that there's a speed sensor; it doesn't go over 80. The radio won't play if the seatbelt's not connected. The radio won't go past volume 5, and it'll tell you sensor that volume 5.
Okay.
It was a fleet truck, so whoever had it. I've never seen this in 14 years. Have you ever seen anything like that? So you come
I've seen
across
the
new
speed
problems.
things where you can't go over 80.
Yeah, the government,
but never the radio.
The radio.
Yeah, but
somebody censored the radio.
Well,
no, you can't arbitrate that.
Yeah,
he's an idiot.
No, I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying that's a problem that we've never seen.
Okay,
right? He's never seen the high idle.
I've seen it.
Okay, but you've never seen it. But it's obviously it's an issue,
Yes.
right? So what do? Do you arbitrate it or do you give up?
But is that something you can
Yes,
arbitrate, though?
100%.
That's what
That's
he
the
says.
thing. That's what I want
That's
It's a
what he
mechanical
says.
issue.
That's what he
There's
says.
things that you can't arbitrate, but
What do
is
you,
that
how do
one
you
of
know
them?
what you can and can't arbitrate?
You don't
How do I
until you
know?
try.
You don't even know until you try. See, lazy fucking fat piece of shit here is lazy.
But don't it explains to you what you can,
No. There's too much nuance. You have to let the auction decide. So this is what you should have done, right? You should have said, hey, bad motor, bad transmission, electrical issue.
Okay,
right?
then. But that's not saying
So this is the way
it's
arbitration works.
idle and bad.
This is the part where
You saying something else.
hold on. This is where arbitration falls apart, right? Let's say you're driving it and you think it has a bad tranny, and you say bad tranny. You take it back and they look at it. They're like, nah, your bearings are bad, or the gear shift ratio. What is the thing in the back of the truck where you
Transfer
put
case.
the transfer case is bad? You lose. But if you put runs weird, they have to do their own diagnostic. So anything they find falls under runs weird.
I'll give it.
Okay.
I'll give it to him, Nate. The fact
That's how
is,
you word
the
it.
fact is, there it was a possibility.
Smart, very smart.
There's a possibility of getting it, where I could take it back. But the work, he's right. If I would have took the time and really stressed it and say, hey, let me speak to somebody else. This car has some issues, and you guys, I was under the impression that it was a green light car, and it's got these issues. If I would have fought like he fights, you might be right. I would have got an arbitration. But sometimes you got to pick and choose your battles.
No, why? You got unlimited arbitrations. Why go through it?
It's not unlimited.
It's unlimited. Trust me.
You could try.
I know.
You could try.
I know.
You could try.
Nobody arbitrates more than me.
Fact is, I didn't try hard enough. That's fair.
Yo,
I'll take that.
arbitration is such a real thing. H. Greg, one of the biggest dealers in Central
I
Florida.
love buying from H. Greg.
They hire arbitrators. Drive the vehicle, you find a problem, take it back. Because the auction has on-site mechanics that will diagnose the car for you and get your bread back. Why not? Why go through the headache? You bought a green light, Papa. You paid extra for that.
Well, to be fair, you buy a car green light, you pay an extra, I think it's like $125, and they do what they call a PSI, which is a post-sale inspection.
You don't have to pay for that.
But that's what you do when you buy a green light car. You know why? Because that eliminates everything.
That just buys you more time.
No, they went through it, and they're going to guarantee
That's not
it
true.
now.
I know the head of PSI.
Okay, so they're supposed to go through
They
it.
know.
So what do they do when you PSI?
They put it on a test track. They go 40. They got a 40-yard dash.
That's testing it.
That's
Rob.
the PSI.
Okay, but it's still testing it. It's still going
They
through
don't
the
run
car.
a scanner on it.
So
They
he
don't-
says. So he says, are you an arbitrator?
I'm the king of arbitration.
Are you an arbitrator?
No,
Okay, so you don't know their
I
process.
do know.
No,
because look, I paid for
You don't know.
PSI. I'm like, yo, it has a bad training.
Rob doesn't know.
It has a bad training. How didn't you find this?
Why can't you just be honest and say, I don't know?
Yo, miss me with that. Listen, who arbitrates more than anybody? You know?
Nobody arbitrates more than you. I'll give you that.
So you don't think I know the policies?
I think that you know the policies. I don't think you know the procedures on how they actually arbitrate.
Listen,
See that? That's an intelligent way to break down that you don't know shit. I'm just letting you guys know. We're here to call Rob on his shit. That's part of the show.
yo, if I do this all the time, don't you think I know how they do it? A PSI, I'll introduce you to the head of PSI. They run it down a track, a test track, and if it gets through that, it rides good. Have you ever seen them do it at the Ola? Oh, it's horrible. They go 100 miles an hour, slam on the brakes, park it. They don't run an OBGYN scanner on it.
OBGYN? That's where you take your girl.
No, the thing you,
Yeah, but there's no GYN at the end. It's
whatever,
an OB2 scanner. You've been doing this for 14 years.
whatever.
Don't get it
This
confused.
is anything.
You might go to OBGYN because
Oh.
you got a vagina. Order in the court. Order in the court. Slam it. Slam it.
Yo, but-
Rob's getting cooked, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, stop playing.
Yo, but truth be told, you see, he's just lazy. You can arbitrate. That's why I say run everything green
If
light.
I
Because
would
most dealers are
I
like,
give you that. If I would have tried harder, there's a possibility.
when's the last time you laid under a car? Really laid under a car?
Yesterday,
For real?
Yeah.
You laid on the floor?
the Chevy Avalanche.
How'd you get up?
Oh, you're funny.
How was that joint?
You're funny.
That joint nice.
Yeah, 2005 Chevy Avalanche, 137,000 miles,
No, it's a TMU. Be honest.
2,200.
TMU.
It's not TMU.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
Carfax shows 137,000 miles shown on February 10th of 2025.
What does the gauge say?
The gauge is scrambled.
So what does that mean?
That means you can't read the miles.
What does that mean? True miles unknown.
That means when I sell it to you, I'm going to show you that it had 137,000 miles
But
2 weeks ago.
it's still exempt anyway.
Correct.
But it doesn't matter. The title is branded.
No, it's not.
100%.
No,
The title's branded TMU, Papa. I'm in the industry.
it's going to say exempt.
It's going to say exempt TMU because they don't know.
They're not going to put TMU when it's exempt.
Exempt.
Don't listen to this guy because he's full of shit. When you register a car and it's exempt, it doesn't say exempt TMU because it already says exempt. Nice try. 20 years in the game,
gonna prove this
I
to
will
you.
call you out on your shit.
All right. True or not true? You bought a car and the miles you couldn't tell. And then when you got the title, it said TMU. Honda Civic.
Which one?
Honda Civic rebuilt. You didn't know the miles when you bought it. You went on the Carfax and then the title came TMU, correct?
Totally different deal.
Totally.
Totally different deal.
Listen,
Hold on. He's comparing apples to oranges. Again, this is what Rob does. He throws out all these misconceptions. It's not true. Let me explain. I bought a 2020
Yeah.
Honda Civic SI.
Kakapui.
Beautiful car. You know, the hatchback. Anyway, I bought it from Copart. It was in a car accident.
He's just brushing it off like it's not a piece
So
of
we
shit.
bought it for, I don't know, 15,000, something like that. Anyway, I paid 15 grand for it. They couldn't read the mileage because they didn't have the key. The car didn't turn over. They couldn't see the miles. So that's
Pause.
why.
So if they can't see the miles, they brand it TMU. I just want to understand for the people.
They again, we're talking about a 2020. We're not talking about a 2005. That's an exempt car. After 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, your car becomes exempt.
So
as
at
far
that
as
point, miles don't matter, right? Fuck it. You might as well change miles. Is that what you're doing?
No,
All
absolutely
right,
not.
then. So
I'm
listen.
just explaining how it works on the title, sir. Okay. So the car is a 2020. You can't put exempt on a 2020. You could put not actual miles and put whatever miles is on there because that's what they did. We turned it over. We got the miles. We put whatever it was. I think it was 66,000 miles, not actual.
This is who you're buying cars from, not actual miles guy.
First of all, I'm not
Nate,
selling
would you
that
buy a car like that? I'm just saying. You go to a lot. You look at a Chevy Avalanche. You can't read the cluster. You buying that?
The year is what, 2005?
Yeah,
correct. And I'm showing you on a Carfax, Nate.
Right.
The history.
137. Yeah.
I'm showing you the history of the car, and that it shows it's legit.
It's already over 100,000.
If Nate's gonna buy it, if Nate buys it, you've got no case.
Yeah, because he doesn't care.
Take another L.
It's already over 137.
So you don't care. What if it had 500,000?
I just showed you proof that it
Okay,
didn't.
pause. If you took it to a mechanic and he put his OBDGYN scanner on it, and it read, "Oh, this engine's got 350," you taking it back?
Is there proof you could do that?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it did show that, I would give you your money back.
You'd buy. What would you do?
So if there's proof that you could do that, why wouldn't you do that?
You have
Get
to
the
go to
real
the right
miles.
place.
No, you just got to buy a good scanner.
You got to deal with the right mechanic.
I
that
don't even
has
think
that
he has a scanner. You have a
Ah,
scanner?
Okay.
Not that one.
You don't have any
So
scanner,
that
do you?
scanner is like what?
I have a
$2,000,
regular scanner.
$5,000?
No, you can get one for 500.
No.
That do that?
I had one for $50 that did it.
That pulled up the miles?
Yeah,
You pulling up crackhead
ones.
miles?
No, real deal.
Fair enough. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Again, 20 years in the industry, he doesn't know shit.
Jesus. Meanwhile, I'm here teaching this guy. Right here, live on TV, I'm teaching him. But I don't know anything.
But back to the topic, right? I would run everything green light and just deal with the 5 that come back. Because you don't do any work on the return. Nothing.
I mean, you know, you got to be a wholesaler to answer that question.
Who's
Rob.
going to test the car?
Again, you got to be a wholesaler.
But I got
answer that
500
question.
units a week. Who's testing these units to see if they're good or bad?
Oof. Nobody.
Exactly. They're just guessing.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody's testing them, but they do come in. There's a process when they take the vehicle in. That would be when they actually evaluate it.
But truth be
give you a
told,
price,
have you ever
blah,
traded
blah,
in a car to a dealer?
Nah.
Never?
Never traded in a car.
What kind of customer are you?
Oh, no, I traded my bad. I traded my Titan for my Titan.
Did they drive it?
No.
No.
I know. I
A lot
did
of
the
times you
stupidest thing in
don't.
the world.
Yeah.
I asked
So-
for 1,500. That was the dumbest thing.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
ever
Let me ask
did.
you about that. So you
Oh,
traded a
man.
Titan in for a Titan. What year was the Titan that you had?
Titan was 07.
I knew he was going to say 07 before he said it. What year was the one that you bought? You said 18?
Yeah.
Okay, and what year did you buy this truck?
Probably 3 years ago.
3 years ago, they gave you $1,500 for a 07 Nissan Titan. What kind of mileage did it have when you turned it in? Do you remember?
Around, I think 140.
140. And where'd you come up with the price of $1,500?
I'd give you 25 today.
Exactly.
Yo, I know, right?
Where did you come up with this
the
number?
crazy thing is, I just came up with it because it was blowing smoke.
So she was smoking.
Yeah, it was
Did
smoking.
you check the Kelly Blue Book? Did you do any
I
research?
didn't do
Nobody
nothing.
uses Kelly Blue Book.
And nobody
Yeah,
does it.
I tell him about Kelly Blue Book.
as
He
a
said
cons-
Kelly Blue Book ain't
as
no
a
good, but
consumer-
Kelly Blue Book is fire.
As a
Nobody
consumer,
uses, you still use Kelly Blue Book?
a dealer
Talk,
doesn't.
talk.
Dealers use Kelly Blue Book, but as a consumer,
Thank
you should 100% be using Kelly Blue Book.
When's the last time you used Kelly Blue Book?
What other tool do you have as a consumer? We're talking about a consumer right now.
You don't
What
have
other
nothing.
tool do you have to get an estimate of what your car's worth?
All right, so this is
Unless
for the
you go-
customers,
unless you
right?
go and buy the book.
If you want to know what your car is worth, the true and most accurate valuation is on NADA. NADA. That's the best.
What
That's
is
the
that?
most accurate.
Nobody advertised that.
I mean, but
NADA.
as a consumer, you don't
JD
go.
Power.
Yeah, JD Power. As a consumer, you don't go on NADA. You don't know what NADA
That's
is.
what I'm saying. I'm
You
asking
know
him
Kelly
right now.
Blue Book.
Yes, you know Kelly Blue Book.
That's familiar to you.
But nobody
100%.
gives Kelly Blue Book value. You're not going to buy my car at Kelly Blue Book.
That's true.
Why would I buy your car at Kelly Blue Book?
But still, that's
I
what everybody
might.
goes
I
off
have
of.
bought in cars from Kelly Blue Book. Don't play yourself. I might do it as a trade-in value.
But even then, you're not going to buy it at trade-in value because you're not going to buy mine at Kelly Blue Book.
I'll tell
retail.
you what we can do. You can look up a car right now on Kelly Blue Book, and we can compare it. And then you could get an idea of what information the customer is getting.
Fair.
Because the fact is, Nate, you gave away your car.
Yeah.
They didn't give you nothing for it. And I'm going to tell you why. They told you they gave you $1,500, but they gave you $0.
They stole it.
Because when you take a car as a trade-in, me personally, I love trade-ins. You know why? Because I eat. But I'm honest. You know, a lot of times you'll go to a dealer and they'll say, "Hey, your car's only worth $2,000. I'm gonna give you $3,000." It sounds great. You're happy. You're getting a bigger number than what you expected. What you don't understand is that they are greasing the wheels.
Yep, I took a trade-in yesterday. At the auction, it cost me $3,000 plus fees. So let's say $3,500. I told the lady, look, it's only worth $1,000. Right? Oh, but I'm a Vietnam vet. I'll do $1,500. She goes, somebody offered me $3,000. Please, can you help? I'll give you $1,800.
You get ready $1,800 for it.
$1,800. But I'm gonna repost it for $5,500.
Again, you don't know the value of your car. You're not
Any car under 5,000 customers, listen to this. If you're a consumer, before you trade in your car, anything under 5,000, sell it on the street. That's your best bet. Anything over that, it's going to be a little bit harder to sell.
As a dealer, I do this hustle, right? So you want to sell your car. It's worth more on the street than I'm willing to give you for it. I explained that to you thoroughly, okay? I said, hey, the car's worth $3,000. I'm going to give you $2,000. If you want more money, you're going to have to post it. You're going to have to deal with people hitting you up. You're going to have to deal with the process of trying to sell the car on the internet, okay? Good luck.
Yeah, best of luck.
I'd rather take the $1,000 off. Most people think this way. I'd rather take less money now, give it to the dealer. I have nothing else to worry about. I don't got to worry about trying to sell my car because the truth is the hassle to do what we do is not worth it.
It's a nightmare. But we're going to have to wrap this up, guys.
We got till 8.
Yeah, but we got to download this.
What time is it?
It's 40. I don't know how to download it. It's going to probably
40.
take 20 minutes to send.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So that was No Cap, Nate the Great. Yeah, shout out to my boy.
Yes, sir.
Kiko, aka Junior,
Know
aka
it.
Toto Face, aka Mighty Cone, their plier. And yours truly, Rob the Car Guy. We appreciate you tuning in. They'll get better, they'll get longer. We're learning the process. But like, subscribe, join, slide in our DMs if you need any help. Game is motherfucking free.
Definitely YouTube, man.
No cap.
All right, go ahead and click stop. Ugh. My ears are fucking
That was pretty good, fellas. What do you think?
Why you didn't talk so much?
Cause I couldn't remember.
I know, but you know what? His
so I
perspective,
just let it be.
His perspective is what we need. We just need more of it. So it'll get more better.
All right.
More better. You heard that?
All right.
So that's the first one is job, man. It's you can't stay on the same topic forever.
Yeah, we're gonna get better at it. Oh look, Rob's blowing up. What did say?
What?
Good stuff, guys.
I appreciate you, man.
Shut it off, guys.
That's what a hater was saying.
Good stuff. Oh, we getting a lot of good
We appreciate you. Guys.
Blue hat is based off book knowledge, which is example of people price doing because of laziness.
Hi, they called you lazy, Toto face.
This guy.
Fat head ass Kiko. Yo, look at his arms. Look how little his
shit.
arms is. He got all belly, no arms. He like a marshmallow.
Yo, this nigga says Big Dick Rob.
Yo, stop with the N-word.
He
Please.
said that.
I get you, but he didn't say this.
He didn't part that part.
He didn't put N-word.
You should be offended that he said you had a big penis.
Please, bro. That's
It's not true.